Hey guys, I'm reviewing the final episode of Tokyo Ghoul A, and this episode was straight on point. It had everything I wanted to see. It had the animation, it had the artwork, it had the music, and the scenery. I had to give it all up for Tokyo Ghoul A, episode 12. It really moved me in ways that, the manga couldn't in the end, and the just the music unravel at the end when you get to see him running towards everybody really got to me, and you get to see all these deaths, and I'm like, damn, this is a very good ending, and the song "Unravel" is everybody's favorite song, and not having like the beat, like the overwhelming beat of it, and just having the singing and a little bit of like the music, it's just beautiful, and I really enjoyed everything in it. And "Unravel" was my favorite part of the whole entire episode. But it started out with Kaneki and this like flashback slash daydream, and it's with everybody in Enteku having fun, and Hide is like, is that the girl you said was cute? I thought Riz was going to be behind him, and they were kind of go through Tokyo Ghoul again, but no, it was Toka, and he kind of stood up and said, Toka, and, it's just like he had brown hair, and it's just, I'm like, I really want this to happen again. This is why I love Season 1, but he wakes up, or he gets out of his daydream, and he's back in the war zone, drinking some crappy coffee, with war zone Hide, war zone Anteku, and it's like, damn, so much has changed from then to now. I think that's what they were trying to show too, and especially Hide. I think Hide's grown up a lot since then, and he's been trying to find Kaneki, and I guess he knew he was a ghoul the whole time, because when Nishio beat him up and he was knocked out, I guess he was just playing dead, like he was unconscious or something, and I was like, damn, he knew he was a ghoul the whole time and didn't tell him. That could have changed the whole entire storyline and made his life a lot easier, and I was like, come on, Hide, and he's like, I think he loves Kaneki, especially after he did that. Like, he risked his life. Kaneki risked his life to save Hide, and Hide finally recognized that, and, they were talking a little more, and not Kaneki so much. Kaneki didn't talk. I think all he did was laugh at one of Hide's jokes, and him laughing is a big step up from what he was doing this season. This season he was kind of just quiet and awkward and, doing crime throughout the whole entire city, and this kind of like shows that Hide is his weak point. They always makes him laugh. Like the eye patch joke it's Hide, and his character never really changes no matter what happens, and he'll always watch out for Kaneki, and I really like that. And through the whole entire conversation, we get to see blood spill on the floor. What a beautiful sight. And I'm pretty sure it was Kaneki. He just got done fighting him on, and that's where he was hurt. He was hurt like right around here, and I'm like, he was bleeding before he even got to Anteku, so I was like, there's no way it's Hide. I wasn't even thinking of that at the time, and I guess it was Hide. I was proven wrong right there when he was falling on the floor, and he was like, I guess I got winged. Like he got checked right here by like a Kagune, and I was like, damn. He better not die, especially in front of Kaneki. Kaneki's been through so much, and he actually has a chance to go home, because that's what he said to him right before he died. He's like, let's go home, Kaneki. And he goes through so much, so many deaths, so many losses in his life, and now he has his best friend die in his hands, and he's just looking at him, and I just really, really feel for Kaneki, and he cried, and his hair turned back to black, which shows, he really, like, I don't know, like, it just shows that he's like going back to his past, how sad he was, and there's some weird hair changes, because it goes white, it goes brown to white to brown to white again later in the episode. It's really confusing, but I don't care. It looked really cool, and it was straight awesome when they did it, and one eye cried regular tears, and one eye cried blood, and I didn't think Hide was dead. We were hinted towards he was dead, but when the blood hit his nose, he was kind of smiling, and he's like, let's go home again, he said to him, and Kaneki wanted to go home, and he picked him up, and he's the one under the cloth. I can't believe it. That threw me for a loop. I was like, damn, what? I thought it was Toka, because Toka was taking a straight 3 episodes to get there, while Kaneki took 3 minutes in 1 episode to get there. It's like, oh my god. I'm glad that Toka's not dead, but that would have been that wouldn't have been as good as Hide, because nobody expected Hide. I was like, damn. I want to see more of Hide. He was such a cool character when he was on the screen. He didn't have a lot of screen time, but he used it very wisely when he was. And when Kaneki was walking out of the burning Anteku, because Anteku was on fire at the moment, Toka was like, oh, there he is. She was running towards them, and this piece of rubble was falling down and almost hit her. And we see Aota's Kagune, and we all knew it was Aota. They didn't show him, but we knew it because his brotherly love. He has brotherly love. I'm just gonna go right there because the only reason he ate her Kagune is because she was going to fight Jason, and he knew for a fact that she was not going to beat Jason. So he loves her, and he saved her, and he's always watching out for her, and that proves to me that he's not a shitty character. He's not a bad guy. He's not a punk like he said he was, and we got to see a lot more of Aota in Route A than we did in the manga, and I really like that because he's one of the best characters in my opinion. He's definitely on my top 5. There's a lot of, we get to see his view on the whole entire world and what he thinks about his dad, and it's been a ride, to be completely honest. A lot of things were changed, and it's always nice to see an alternative universe. So I really liked Route A, and especially Aota. They added him in there, and he definitely saved Toka. And Toka, look back up, and you see, Kaneki walking away, and he's kind of starting to run there, and Mr. Yoma comes out, stops her, and says some words of wisdom, and says, everybody's got to take loss, and like, you have to deal with it, and, he let Kaneki get away, but not Toka, because I think the old man wanted to save Kaneki too, but Mr. Yoma kind of, dealt with that. He has to do something. This is how he's going to, pay for his sins, and, he didn't want Toka to do that, and Toka kind of looked at him and noticed this was going to be the last time I'm going to see you, because he's running right towards a whole bunch of CCCG agents, and it's so sad. Toka had a little, she was just crying, and she looked at him, and I almost started crying too. And then they started playing Unravel, and he's running, and he looked a little weird running. He was kind of holding them, nothing was moving except for his legs and his head, and they show everybody dying around there, the devil, the crazy devil apes, and the black dogs, and the CCG agents, and everything's just depressing. It's a grim war zone area, and people are doing CPR, and all the people that are well, and Shinohara, we get to see Shinohara too. This dude is not in a good condition. He's my second favorite character on the show, and Juzo, we get to see Juzo when he's reacting to that, because I'm thinking Shinohara's in, emergency state, maybe even a coma, and we get to see Juzo being super sad, and I don't like seeing Juzo sad. He's my favorite character in the whole entire show, if you guys didn't notice my poster in the background. It's very appropriate for him to act this way for Shinohara's death. He probably wouldn't act any different if it was somebody else he didn't really care about, but this is Shinohara, the person that made him feel, and I really love what they did with him. And I thought Juzo was going to fight Kaneki for a second, because while Kaneki's running towards him, you get to see Juzo, and like I just said, he's really sad, and I was like, I hope they don't fight, because if Juzo dies, it's going to be tight. If Kaneki dies, it's going to be tight. And turns out he's going to fight Arima, which is even worse, because Arima is on par with the Owl, if not better, and the Owl is easily better than Kaneki, and I was like, come on, don't fight Arima, please don't fight Arima. And the scenery with the snow, and he put Hide down, and oh my god, and he fights Arima, and we didn't get to see the fight, but we knew how it ended. We didn't see Kaneki, but we saw Arima after the fight, and damn, Kaneki might be dead, he might be alive, we don't know what happened. So I wish we got a little more explanation on that, or a little more explanation what happened with Toka, because the last time we saw her, she went to the rubble in Teku after all the war stuff happened, and you get to see the little antique coffee cup that the bastard always drank from, and I mean, shit, such a good series ended, I don't know if I could take this, Parasite the Maxim ended yesterday, Tokyo Ghoul A ended today, the whole entire Tokyo Ghoul franchise ended today, with the main story, and Natsu no Taizai Season 1's ending, and, it's really hard for all this stuff ending right now. It's not a good time, but, put in the comment in the comment section below if you guys thought Hide was the one under the cloth, or who you did think was under the cloth, and were you surprised when it happened. And, if you like my video, like it, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And, guys, Tokyo Ghoul's over, and I'm really sad about it. Have a great day.